All right, guys. So time to put on our tinfoil hats and take a look at this because you know what? I wasn't gonna make a video on this until I read a little bit more into it, and as crazy as it sounds, it makes sense, right? So we have this leak, quote unquote, World of Warcraft Awakening. This is apparently going to be the first Classic Plus expansion, right? It's going to be $49.99, apparently. The whole idea is that what if the Dark Portal didn't open after Vanilla, right? So we all know, like, the progression was that we played through Vanilla, the Dark Portal opened, we went through TBC, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, etc. And us people who enjoy Classic, pretty much after Wrath or even after Kata at that point, you know, it's not really considered Classic anymore. Now, let's read into this a little bit more and then we'll talk about it. Chris Metzen is the main head behind the project. So that, to me, is a good thing. If this is really true, that's pretty cool. They'll reuse assets from Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, and Cataclysm to maintain the visual aspect of Classic era. Makes sense, right? Anything past like Cataclysm era models, you're starting to get into retail territory. It doesn't really feel or look like Classic WoW anymore. So reusing those assets would be a really good idea. New models will look like the reawakened Phase Hunter mount. Lol, big lol on that one. We don't really like that mount, but I understand what they're trying to say with the models. Not saying that everything is going to look like the Phase Hunter mount, but that design aspect, the way that model is designed, it is very Classic-like. So it does make sense for them to keep, that same sort of vibe and same sort of feel. Level cap will be increased to 70. Without new continents, Hyjal and Emerald Dream will be new zones in Azeroth. So that is interesting to me. I really like the idea of no new continents to keep it feeling very vanilla and very Classic. The idea behind this is to finish the various vanilla quest lines that were lost in time with the arrival of Burning Crusade. Very interesting there. There is a ton of unfinished lore and zones and quest lines that can be added to the game. Like this, this could literally very well be not like it says at the beginning, first Classic Plus expansion. This could go on for, another 10 years in a separate direction from where WoW originally went, which is pretty cool. This is a big one. High Elves and Ogres are the new races respectively for the Alliance and Horde. That sounds crazy to me, but having Ogres as a playable race, I don't think anyone would be opposed to it. Would be pretty damn cool. I'm sure they'd have some pretty cool racials as well. The first raids here will be against Scourge. Makes sense. Cataclysm Classic will happen after Wrath. Okay, so couple things here, right? We'll go from the bottom up. Cataclysm Classic will happen after Wrath. We already know this. It's been data mined, right? So we know Kata is, in fact, coming after Wrath. So that is not something that's like, oh my god, you're wrong. Like, no, that is definitely happening. It's been data mined already. We know that's happening. Will it be super popular? We like to say no, but most likely it will be because it's, in my opinion, still better than retail. And the first raids here being the Scourge, yes, that makes sense. High Elves and Ogres as new playable races. Yeah, sure, why not? I don't see why that wouldn't be a thing. It would be kind of cool to have some new races in the vanilla universe. And finishing vanilla quest lines that were lost in time with the arrival of Burning Crusade. Like I said before, they can really go so far with this. They can basically have two versions of WoW running side by side, right, with different storylines. And this is kind of, as much as people would want to tear this apart if this was true, this is what everyone wants. Everyone wanted a Classic Plus, right? With fresh servers and like a new WoW experience, but a WoW that doesn't feel like retail. A new Classic WoW experience. WoW Classic is not new. It's been around forever at this point, and it's been figured out, and everyone knows it, and everyone who loves it, and everyone who hates it, hates it. But a new Classic WoW experience is Classic Plus, what everyone has been asking for. And I think this might actually be, if this were to be real, this would be a really good way to do it, right? The Dark Portal never opened. Where are we going to go from here? They can, first Classic expansion, yeah, there could be a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and this could just go on as long as it stays true to classic, right? And when we stay true to classic, there's some insane fundamental differences between retail and classic World of Warcraft. Like, classic feels different to play, right? The combat alone is one of the major things. The graphics, major thing. Sure, there's been improvements, with classic 2019 classic over the original vanilla World of Warcraft, and that's fine, but it still feels classic. So as long as they kept to that same standard, I think that would work out really well, and they can go pretty much anywhere with this, and this is what people want, I mean, people are going to tear this apart if this was true, but again, this is just, a leak, and then at the bottom of the post, this poster says, "You can consider me a LARPer, see you on November 3rd, right? So basically he's saying, like, you think I'm joking, but wait till BlizzCon and you'll see, right? So I don't really know how to feel about well, I do know how to feel about this. If this was true, I think this is great, right? I think this way of going with Classic Plus would be amazing. People will still play Cataclysm Classic, and people will play Classic Plus. The real question is, what do they then do with Era servers, right? Do Era servers stay Era? I think they have to, because people are always still going to want their Era character. I don't think that should go away. In fact, I think the best way for them to do this would be to, let's say this comes out, World of Warcraft Awakening, or whatever it's going to be called, if it is coming out, if this is even real. This is a lot of ifs, tinfoil hat, remember. If they go through with this, and this comes out and is a thing, personally, I think the best way to go about this would be to do exactly what they did when Burning Crusade came out, right? And a lot of us messed up here because we didn't realize that Classic Era would still be alive one day, and offer the character cloning service. Maybe it should be a free service this time, just saying, because I don't think people want to pay money to just clone a character that they already paid for months and months and months of subscription to play. I think it's a little ridiculous to have to pay money, but most likely we will. I think you should be able to clone your Era character, right? To keep your character in Era, and then have a clone of that character that moves forward into Classic Plus and levels to level 70, not in the Burning Crusade, in Hyjal and Emerald Dream and all this new stuff, and do all these new quest lines and experience all this new content. I think that would be the best way that they can go about doing this. I don't really know if that's what they're thinking, if this is the route that they're going down. But again, this is all speculation, guys. This is not 100% confirmed. This is just a pretty good LARP, right? This is a pretty good idea of where, if they were going to do Classic Plus, this is where it would go, right? And it makes sense. It really does. That there's, I don't really see why this wouldn't be a thing if they were actually going to do Classic Plus. Now, there's a couple of things to remember here. Back when we got the announcement for Hardcore, which I have been enjoying a lot. I'm level 40 currently, about to be 41 on my Warrior. It's my second character. I died on my Warlock at 25 because I got a phone call and jumped off a cliff in Ashenvale, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, if you guys also want to hang out and watch me play, I do stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/hammerdance. I'll drop a link to that in the description below. Oh, I think we're actually getting attacked right now, so let's fix that so we don't die. Because I just saw this post while I was questing out here in Dustwallow. So, let's get rid of this guy, and then we will continue our speculation. I think that this would be the right way to go about all of this. I really do. Because there's a lot about this that just makes sense. It really does. It just makes sense. Imagine if I died on my hardcore character while recording this video. I just had all these ideas and wanted to record this right now before I forgot. The whole $49.99 thing, I mean, does that surprise us? Probably not. It really does make sense. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you think this is real, if you think it's semi-real, if you think this is complete, bull, not happening. This is a joke. I'm really curious as to what you guys think, and let me know down in the comments below. And if you haven't seen this, I wanted to bring this to everyone's attention. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, like I said before, twitch.tv/hammerdance. I'm live every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So come hang out there. We're playing a ton of hardcore right now, and you could potentially see me die in the 40s on my warrior. It's a good time. But anyways, guys, yeah, thank you all so much for watching and listening in. See you all in the next one.